And here's another thing, just to make it even more interesting. Women get aroused by way more things than men do. They did a study on this back at Northwestern out in Illinois, and they took they showed women erotic images and men erotic images, and what they found was with the men, they were only aroused really by the heterosexual sex and the naked girls. But the women, on the other hand, were aroused by monkeys banging, a dude walking on the beach without a shirt on, girls kissing, etc. So women are, and these are heterosexual women.
Much
and
more
it's interesting
sexually
because
fluid.
they showed they attached electrodes to their genitals, and then they gave them a clicker. So the women only clicked on things that were socially appropriate: heterosexual sex, a guy walking down the beach with a shirt on. However, the electrodes show that they were actually aroused by all the sexual images. But the men, what they clicked on lined up with what they're aroused by.
The boner test.
The boner test. It's like they said when they clicked on heterosexual sex and like a naked female, it lined up. So what does that mean? Women are aroused by way more things. They're just not honest about it.
You should also point out the fact that sort of to tag onto the war brides dynamic is that women tend to search out more violent pornography. And they tend to be aroused by dark triad traits. They tend to be aroused by guys who are like hybristophilia, which is the getting off on or the arousal by guys who are dangerous criminals, guys who have killed other people. I got an
interesting story after you tell this.
And so the other thing is, like, you got to remember that hybristophilia is like not all women are like hybristophiles, but only women are hybristophiles. So like when they get off on a guy who's like a convicted criminal who has the capacity to kill another guy in our ancestral past, there was no greater demonstration of higher value than for one guy to off another guy and then drag you back as the spoils of war to join his tribe. So that's another reason. And also, and this is ugly as sin, but it's like when a primate troop, when there's like an alpha male monkey comes in and he deposes the existing alpha male that's there, he proceeds to kill off all the offspring of the previous alpha that was there, and that sends the female monkeys into estrus.
Same thing with the lions,
so that they can reproduce with them. There's something similar happen. There's a parallel to that in human nature as well.
With the lions,
it's the uglier side of the evolutionary psychology of all of this. But the fact of the matter is, like, when you're looking at, like, when women are like, say, why does he want to get with like the Tinder swindler, right? Why does he want to get with the guy who's the hardened criminal? That's why. Because he has a capacity for violence, and that was something that would ensure long-term security.
One last thing I want to add to that, because you look at Ted Bundy, you look at Jeffrey Dahmer, you looked at Richard Ramirez, the Night Stalker. These guys have violently killed hundreds of women combined, and who was showing up to the trials?
Women.
So look at them. Women.
Teenage
wanting
fan
autographs, etc. So women definitely like these dark triad traits.
Hey, real quick, ladies, you have dated you've had sex with a felon. Raise your hand. Have any of you ladies dated a felon?
They're not going to admit it.
Bro,
I don't know.
Oh, yo. They may not have known.
Or they may
No.
Dude, it's crazy.
The last time we asked that on Access Vegas, every
girl said they had sex with at least one felon.
Yeah. The other thing I was going to say, there's a guy I know that literally runs a service where he has the girl sign a contract, and then what'll happen is, like, a year or two later, when she doesn't remember, he'll break into her house, kidnap her, and give her like a grape fantasy. And she pays for it, etc. And he just, nigga, I ain't gonna say it.
Come on,
Chris, what the hell? But yeah, he basically runs a service where he does this shit. And I'm shocked. There's girls that actually sign up for it.
Yeah, cool.
How much is it?
But the point I'm trying to make is, the point I'm trying to make is, there's a reason why, like, girls, like, when they're hooking up with a guy that they're aroused by, they want him to choke her and do certain things, etc. Women love to be dominated by certain men. But what I am saying is that spectrum of what women are aroused by is a lot wider than women will admit.
True.
So, because for obvious reasons, right? They don't want to come off as whores or sluts.